Hello and welcome back to Tachyon Tuesday. Those of you who are very astute will notice that I'm not in the same place I've been for all of these to date. I've moved and there's somebody outside mowing their lawn on what sounds like a tractor, so hopefully you can't hear that. As always, we're going to be following up the blog from last week with a vlog. And last week's blog gave a couple of examples of what it's about. It's about extending Tachyon, and there's two ways you can extend Tachyon: through instructions that we use in Explorer and through rules, which are made up of what we call fragments that we use guaranteed state to implement for self-healing and self-service, contextual-based stuff, things like that. There's a link in here to writing scale, and if you open that link up, there are two links inside it I want you to bring to your attention. One is installing TIMS and the other is the functions and methods reference. Installing TIMS is here, and the link that's important in there is to where you can download it from. TIMS is essentially an instance of the Tachyon agent wrapped inside of basically a tool for writing code. It does color coding and gives you inline documentation and a few other cool things. So in here, when you open up the support portal, you'll have to log in. I was already logged in. You can go to downloads and you'll see TIMS and download the latest version of TIMS. And TIMS is great. You can read that. It's just about installing it, really. It's next, finish. Once you install TIMS, you have access to the functions and methods, and you have access to the reference again from here, functions and methods reference. Okay, so that allows you to read through and understand what you can do, but we're going to do through, we're going to learn through examples here. So if I go into TIMS myself, we can do software.getInstallations, open, close bracket. Now when I open the bracket, by the way, the documentation pops up. So if I go back into here and click on software.getInstallations, I can get the documentation. It will tell me what platforms it runs on: Windows, Linux, Mac, Solaris, etc. Android. It tells me what it's going to return to me from all of those platforms. Gives me an example of how to use it, so we can do that. And again, if I open the bracket, it gives me the same data in there. I can close the bracket. There's no parameters for this one. Just run it. Okay, so there we go. We have it's bigger. We have like the software that's installed on my machine, or we could go and look and see. Well, if I go back here and I want to do something to do with processes, I can Control F. Processors, no, processes, get processes, operating system, not get processes. Okay, so I can again just copy out the example and say I want to run that one in TIMS instead, and run that, and it gets me back my list of processes. And this is TIMS running on my machine, so this is the data from my machine. If you wrap this up in an instruction or a fragment, you can then deploy it to other machines using Tachyon, and that's obviously where you get functionality from. One of the cool things as well in here is that I can declare anything to be a table. So we'll call that at processes, and then I can actually use basic SQL. So I can go select account name, command line, executable. Maybe that's all I care about. Well, we do startup time. From at processes where account name like tick percentage would be me, Jason. Okay, so if we run that, these are the processes that I'm running. Jason is in the account name. Fantastic. Now I can use a parameter in there as well. If I add parameter, I can put in username as the name of the parameter, all or part of username. Say OK, and now when I run it, I get this username prompt. And if this were in Explorer, you would have that blank space. So I'm going to put in Jason and run that, and there we go. This is, very important step in this process is to actually insert the substitution pattern for the parameter into the code, or let's just get back everything. So run that again with Jason, and we just get back Jason stuff. Run it again, change Jason to system, and we'll get back what system is running. So this is sort of, this is a 101 on how to create instructions. We're going to be going through these in great detail over the coming weeks, creating instructions, creating rules. And one of the things I want to show you as well is that you can also select star from $, and this will show you the Tachyon activity record tables. These are the things that, the data that Tachyon has on an environment, basically. So performant event live. Show me what the performance events are on my machine. The parameter is now irrelevant. I'm only running that because I selected that line. And here's, software crash information and service failure information, etc. from my device over time. We're going to be looking at these timestamps and how to work with those as in human readable format and so on as we go through the different weeks. But it's a massively powerful tool. Tachyon, generally. TIMS is how you can get in there and extend it. And we're going to be exploring that wonderful world over the coming weeks. So please do stop back, and thanks for coming by.